So, Mr. James Bond, movie expert, do you think you know everything there is to know about James Bond? Well, do you? I bet you don't know that the first screen appearance on James Bond was an American James Bond. Don't give me that look, it's true. The adaptation of Ian Fleming's first James Bond novel, Casino Royale, appears on the small screen as a live, one-hour American television drama in 1954, when a dangerous Russian spy managed to lose his millions of his own country's money. He attempts to win the cash back at a high-stakes casino. Secret agent James Bond is assigned to go and outsmart the enemy at the gaming table. Barry Nelson plays James Bond, also known to his friends as a Jimmy Bond, in the 1954 television presentation of Casino Royale. It's next on the 3 from Epics. Don't give up.
You know, I'd have to say my favorite spy of all time is James Bond.
Who?
What do you mean, who? Bond. James Bond? The debonair gentleman spy?
Oh, you mean Jimmy Bond.
Jimmy Bond?
Yep, all-American super spy Jimmy Bond, aka Card Sense to his friends.
Card Sense?
That's his nickname, but with all your sarcasm, you'd be lucky if he even spoke to you, much less played Baccarat with you.
Yes, Baccarat. That's how James Bond takes on supervillain Le Chiffre in Casino Royale.
Isn't Peter Lorre great as Le Chiffre?
Peter Lorre died before either of the Casino Royale movies were even made.
Movies? No, no, no. Casino Royale is an episode from the 1950 CBS TV series Climax. It's based on an Ian Fleming novel.
I didn't know they made a TV version. And you're saying here he's an American secret agent?
Of course. Who in 1950s America would want to watch anything about some foreign spy?
I have to see this.
Well, you're in luck because it's coming up next right here on the 3 from Epics.
Danny Kaye plays Burley Sullivan, a shy milkman who quite unexpectedly becomes a contender for boxing's middleweight crown after he accidentally knocks out the current champ, Speed McFarlane, who was drunk and hitting on Burley's sister. When the newspapers get wind of the story, Burley puts on the boxing gloves professionally after he gets set up by an unscrupulous manager who has him believing he really is a contender, which he is not.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the comedy classic, The Kid from Brooklyn. It's next on the 3 from Epics.
Guys, I used to do some boxing, actually.
You know, I was a substitute teacher in a rough school. I didn't take guff from any of the students. It's all about command and respect. Hey, not cool. Treat Williams plays mercenary Carl Thomason, who arrives in Brooklyn to attend the funeral of his brother Randall, who was murdered while trying to stop a carjacking blamed on the Brotherhood, a vicious street gang. Believing there's something more to the murder, Carl goes undercover as Randall's replacement at the high school where his brother was a history teacher. When both their lives are threatened, Carl becomes the protector of Randall's daughter Anya. That's enough, alright? The Substitute 2, School's Out. It's next on the 3 from Epics. Hey, listen, you can put someone's eye out with this, okay? Detention for you, Charles.
The place is 1930s Ireland. Bull McCabe is a tenant farmer who works the same field that his family has tended to for generations. He's stubborn, proud, and a little bit obsessive. When the wealthy widow who owns the land decides to sell it at public auction, McCabe knows he must be the winning bidder. That field is in his blood, and it's who he is. But when an unwelcomed, wealthy American purchases the field, it's up to McCabe and his son to convince the buyer to change his mind. And things take a tragic turn. Pride, passion, and obsession. Richard Harris, John Hurt, and Tom Berenger star in The Field. It's next on the 3 from Epics.